Baby, this face is sat. Sensational. Sensational. Are you all saying this? Period. Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you're seeing my pretty face for the very first time, my name is Ifelua, and if you're an existing subscriber, hello. Welcome back, baby. Please, before we get into this video, do not forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. This video is long overdue. I'm so glad that I could finally deliver because you guys have literally been on my neck to release this makeup routine, and here it is. Finally, I took my time to actually know what works for my face before actually putting it out there. So if you want to get your makeup flawless, lasting all day, for that longevity, stick to the end, okay? I know that some of you might be like, this is summer, I'm not going out with this full face, but baby, I'm telling you that you can, because I can, and it's going to last all day during summer. Even if you sweat, even if your face is oily, trust me, all I'm just asking you to do is stick to the end, because the actual tea, the goat of this video, is at the end. So if you want to know that particular product that I used in getting this look, please stick to the end, okay? I also did try to give you guys some tips and tricks on how I get this look to come together, because some of you might just say, okay, let me just swipe to the end to see what products this girl is talking about, but you might actually miss out on the tricks and tips that I gave to getting your makeup this flawless. I'm going to link all the products I use for this makeup in the description box down below. So I'm gonna stop talking right now and let you guys watch this makeup video from start to finish. I'll see you guys at the end. Hi guys, this is the third time I'm trying to film this video. The first time, what happened, I had a new routine and I was like, okay, you know what, maybe I should film it again. I filmed it the second time. By the time I was start editing, some parts came out blurred, some parts were not even nice, and I was like, what the hell is even happening, right? And now this is the third time and I'm like, this time around it has to come together. And the devil has been testing. The devil has really been testing, because tell me why all of a random sudden glue decided to pour on my skin and I had to take another 30 minutes trying to remove this glue. But regardless upon still yet, this video will come up by fire by force. We have to post it by fire by force, and this is my take last time, okay? So with that being said, let's get into today's look. Usually the first thing I do is apply Vaseline or some sort of gloss on my lips, because we have to keep the lips moisturized. So first things first, when I want to do my makeup, I've always been saying this, is to do your skin prep. You don't want to do your makeup on a dry skin, because when you do your makeup on a dry skin, it's not even going to be nice at all. So for my skin prep, I already applied toner. The next product I'm going to go into is my Advanced Snail 96 Mucin Power Essence. I'm just going to apply this all over my face. For my moisturizer, I'm using this 5 Daily Multivitamin Cream. This is a Korean brand. You can use any moisturizer of your choice as long as you're doing your routine and whatnot. So this is my go-to moisturizer. So I'm just going to allow this to get dry for a bit, like so. So once that is dry, I'm going to go into my primer. I'm using the e.l.f. Hydro Grip Primer. I absolutely love this primer so much because of how it tends to grip the makeup to your face, the foundation rather. Now, one thing I always do that I would recommend, this is like a tip that I always do, is I put primer all up on my face except my under eye, because I noticed that my under eye creases very fast, and applying primer is going to allow it to just crease more. So what I do is that I avoid putting primer under my eye, so I just apply it every other part of my face except my eye. You should try that. You'll notice a very huge difference, especially if your under eye easily creases like me. I also allow that to dry for a bit before going into the next step. Guys, I forgot to add this primer, maybe because also I'm not going anywhere. Filming this in the midnight. It's currently 1 a.m. For my primer, after applying the e.l.f. primer, right, I usually go into Matifying face primer. I have oily skin when it comes to my nose area, so I apply this just on my nose area, and then I just apply the e.l.f. primer on the other part of my face. but I'm just saying this because I forgot to mention this when I was applying my primer. I actually didn't apply this mattifying primer, and I will highly recommend this primer for oily skin, and then this primer, this Zaron pore minimizer for normal skin, because this one is much more mattifying and this one is hydrating. So whichever one you like, they are both mattifying primers. So once that has dried up, the next thing I go into is my brows. For my brows, I use got 2B, so I take very little of that. I just brush through my brows like so. I like to do this because I feel like the glue is going to get in between my brows to make it sleek. Next thing I want to do is to brush it up like this. Sometimes I like to use my hands to, you know, just brush my brows like so that they become much more flatter. Once that is flat, I just use my same spoolie to, you know, brush that into place. I don't think I put enough Got2b. I think I did it that's so very small. So I'm just going to go over this again. So now we leave that. I don't usually do my brows first. I only do this just to get my brows ready for the time I'm going to do my brows. Do you understand what I'm trying to say? So yeah. So for my foundation, I'll be using two different foundations. I'm having the Fenty Beauty foundation and I'm having L'Oreal True Match. The L'Oreal True Match is in the shade, I think C9 or something. And my Fenty Beauty is in the shade 470. The Fenty Beauty is actually very darker than me, because when I was buying it, I thought it was my shade, but by the time I would do like a full coverage, it's very dark. So the L'Oreal is also kind of light for me. But if you have a foundation of your shade, trust me, that's good for you. I'm still trying to get Fenty Beauty, you know, foundation of my shade. I think I have to go a shade up. So the next time I go to the store to get Fenty Beauty, I'm going to get my exact shade, hopefully. So I'm just going to do this, and I don't want to put too much foundation because of my lace. And again, you guys, like I said, my under eye creases, if you're the type of person that your under eye creases, you don't want to put foundation under your eye. Like, just leave it there. Do you understand? I promise you, if you do this method, your makeup is going to stay the whole day without creasing. So what you want to do is just apply foundation in every part of your face except your under eye. At least that's what I do, and that's what works for me. So as you can see, I avoided this side, so I'm not going to apply foundation there. But done applying the foundation, I mixed the Fenty Beauty and the L'Oreal True Match, and right now I'm going to go into my setting spray. I use this Milk Hydro Grip set to set my face in between makeup. I'm just going to allow this to sit and get dry again before I go into my beauty blender to blend the makeup together. I was expecting energy in this video, but I'm currently on my period. I'm trying to bring energy into this video, but I can't. Like, not like I can't, but I don't know. If you're a girl, you understand what I mean. I want to be much more alive for this video. I mean, I don't sound weird, I just sound much more chilled, right? So anyway, I'm going to go into my beauty blender to, you know, blend all that together, still avoiding my under eye. Fenty Beauty did their thing. The foundation is full coverage, baby. So next up, I'm going into concealer. For my concealer, I'm using the Juvia's Place concealer stick in the shade 9, and I'm just going to put that under my eye like this and like this, and then I'm just going to put this area. I leave that on my skin, and then I go over my setting spray again to lock that in. I allow this to stay on my face for a while. So while that is on my face, I'm going to apply blush right here. I love when my concealer blends into the blush rather than when my blush blends into the concealer, in the sense that if I put my blush first and blend it out, by the time I'm putting the concealer over the blush, it blends into each other. I'm going to start blending out my blush first. For my blush, I'm going to use the bottom part of my beauty blender, and I'm just going to blend this out like this. I don't know who told me to start recording on my period. I could have just waited when I'm done my period, because when I'm on my period, you guys, I'm just not in the mood for anything. Like, leave me alone. Like, just leave me. I'd like to believe it's girls that are watching this, but if you're a man there watching this, well, you know what period is. I think if I was a makeup product, I would like to be a blush. I love blush. I love blush. Blush just, you know, it brings out your makeup. It brings out the beauty of your makeup. If you don't do blush during your routine, you should absolutely start it right now, because it's going to completely elevate your look. When they're doing this no makeup look, they don't put foundation. They just put blush and concealer and they're good. So I think this has sat for a while. I'm going to use my beauty blender, and I'm just going to spray it just to make it damp. You don't want to use a dry beauty blender, so I'm just going to start blending that right into my skin. As you can see what I'm saying, the concealer blends well into the blush. And I like to keep the excess concealer over my eyelids. I know we're looking crazy right now, but trust the process. For my nose area, I just, you know, use a flat brush to blend that. So I like to use two concealers whenever I'm doing my makeup. I use the Juvia's Place first, and then the next one I go into is this Judydoll 03 in beige. This is a Chinese brand, just because I like when my under eye is very bright. I really love it when my under eye is very bright. If you're the type of person that you don't like when your under eye is bright, you can just keep this step. And then I just spray again, allow that to sit for a bit. So now that has sat for a while, this thing sat for a long time actually, I will blend that in. So this is what I'm looking like, guys. For my contour, I'm using the Fenty Beauty matchstick in the shade Espresso, and I'm just going to place it directly on the blush right here, and then I put just a little bit here around my nose right here, and then there's this thing I do, I just put it right here, and then I put it around my mouth area. So for my contour, I use a brush that's like this, and then I blend upwards. So now that is over there, I then go into another flat brush, and then I just blend that also into my eyelids, and then I go over, and then, you know, I just tend to mimic it the way I want it to be, to be very honest. I usually love when my nose is small but not so small. I just love to make it look, you know, contoured and concealed. So what I like to do is that I go back into the beauty blender that I used for my concealer, and then I put it again just to make the contour much more noticeable. And then I go back into the brush again just to blend that out. Blend that out. And that's what it's giving right now. The next stop, we're going to be using the setting powder from Yanga Beauty. I got this from Nigeria. I love this setting powder so much. So what I love to do when I'm applying my setting powder is that I take just a bit like so, and then I take the back of my palm and then I just dust it off to the point that you barely see it. Not like you won't see it, you see it, but like, you know, it's not as much as when you're packing it. So what I do is that I now tap that into all the places that I concealed. I do the same thing. I go over and do the same thing everywhere. So next up, I go into my contour. You guys, pardon how my powder palette looks like. This is a powder palette from Zikel Cosmetics, and I'm just going to go into the one that says Noir. I'm going to mix that up with Cappuccino to contour my face, to powder contour. So I'm just going to apply this right here and right here. I'm also going to put it over this little area right here. And then here. The next thing I'm going to do right now after applying my contour is to bake my face. I'm using this Mercier loose powder to bake. This time around, I'm not dusting off the excess product. I'm just going to gently place that where we previously set. And then I place this on the bridge of my nose gently. I don't really bake my forehead, but let me just, you know, put this right there so that we just have that there. And then I'll gently press this. I love this setting powder. Love it. So the next thing we're going to go into is our blush. For my blush, I'm using this blush palette. Lately, I've been leaning towards orange blushes. You know, there's just this effect that it gives that I just love. So I'm going to be using this and this. Now, whenever you're applying any product, you want to always warm it up. Like, you don't want to just exactly pack it and then put it on your face. That's when you go, you know, you go too much. Look at this. Now this is the product on my brush, so I'm just going to dust it. I don't know if you guys can see the excess product dusting off, so I'm just going to put that on the highest part of my face. I'm really going to try not to beat myself in blush. Okay, I'm already going overboard. I can't help it. I really can't help it. Blush, like, oh my god, I can't help. Okay, let's stop right there because I'm already packing another one. I think we need more blush here. I love the blush, you know, the blush thing going on here. So it's not bad, right? We don't look crazy, do we? We don't. And if we do, trust the process. That's the thing about makeup. You might look crazy during the process of doing your makeup, but you just have to trust the process that by the time you finish, it's going to come together. Do you understand? Even if I look crazy, we'll make it come together. Next, we're going to powder contour. Like I said, I'm going into Noir and Cappuccino. I'm just going to get a little bit of those, mix that up, and then I'm just going to apply to put that around my nose area. And then I'm going to apply my powder contour right here and right here, because I love when my nose looks contoured around this area. So the next thing I want to do is our brows. So I'm using this pencil. I've never tried using this pencil, but I want to try it because I love to mimic my brow here whenever I'm drawing my brows, because I have this space here. I don't know if you guys noticed earlier, but I have that space. I've had that since I was a kid. And then I do the same thing for the other eye. I naturally have a lot of brow hair, so most of the time I don't draw my brows, but I don't even know why I decided to do it, because I feel like my brow technique, the way I do it, is just me. And I'm going to go into a flat brush. I'm going to be using the Juvia's Place concealer, and then just going to use right off the cover. I'm not going to talk while drawing my brows because you guys, like I said, my brow routine is a me thing. I forgot to trim my brows before doing this makeup, so now I've got my brow hair underneath. Normally I would go into this type of, this is actually an eyeliner, so I just use the eyeliner to trace the top part of my brows like so. Like I said, guys, my brow routine is a me thing. Don't judge me, okay? Don't judge me, just don't. Usually I don't like to conceal the top part of my brows, but because of the method that I used, I would conceal the top part of my brows using my foundation. And I'm going to be using the Fenty Beauty because, you know, like I said, it's darker than me. So I'm just going to take a tiny bit of Fenty Beauty. But I think I love this brow than the other one, because this other one, I don't know what's happening here. It's okay if your brows don't look alike. They are not twins. I think I'll call them sister brows. They don't have to look alike. As long as they look good, they don't have to look alike, honestly. At least to me. So what I would do is to blend that out with a fresh brush. I think I'm not one to teach brow routine right now, because even my brow routine is crazy. Sometimes I get it right on the first try, sometimes I have to really go in deeper, sometimes I don't. I'm also not perfect with brows, but I just know what I want for my brows. Do you understand? You keep on practicing to know what you want for your brows. If you guys want any other thing that is like much more detailed, do let me know in the comment section. For my eyeshadow, I don't do eyeshadow. I think the last time I did eyeshadow looks was like way back in 2022. Not like I don't know how to do eyeshadow looks. I do know how to do eyeshadow looks, but most of the time I use my powder and I just apply that on my eyelids, and that's it. Next up is eyeliner and lashes. I've showed you guys the eyeliner I'm using. I got this from Miniso. It has two ends. It has this and it has this thick one and this light one. But I like using the light part because it gives me more precision to help me draw my eyeliner. So for my liner, I just start from the bottom part. I draw like a really straight line, straight sharp line, and then I draw one right here to just meet the straight line. That's it. Like, that's it. Now the next thing I just do is fill this in. Fill it in. And usually I like to draw my eyeliner all the way from the beginning to me to the top. The next thing I do is my mascara. I love using tiny eye products because I feel like tiny products just gives, there's this precision that it gives, and you'll be able to control whatever products you're putting on your eyelids, especially when it comes to eye, because you can easily make mistakes when you're doing your eyeliner or your mascara. And then sometimes I just use this to twist and brush it out. But this is why you have to dust off the remaining, because your eyelashes will look very clumpy. So that's why I love to take out the excess products. When it comes to lashes, I don't even think I'm going to be showing application of lashes on camera because I have shaky hands, guys. So I think I might just do my lashes off camera and come back. Hey guys, I just looked into the mirror because I've not been looking at like a big mirror ever since I've been doing my makeup, and this brow is a bit higher than this. I don't know if I should correct it or I should leave it alone, but like I think I'm just going to leave it. But anyway, I popped up my lashes and this is what we're giving. The next thing I'm going to do right now is to dust off the excess powder on my face. While setting, right? But I don't really need to set this. I take this loose powder. It's close to my shade, and then I like to reverse contour. Is it called reverse contour? I don't know, but I think that's what it's called. So I like to reverse contour. Put that here. Just to give my face that like snatched look. And I just drag it all the way down like this. I don't know if that like made a difference, but I like to think that I look much more snatched than I looked before. Now that I applied that, I'm just going to go into my powder brush and I just dust up the excess. It's just, you know, it's just to create an illusion. So what I like to do again is to go back into my contour. I just, you know, need it to be much more defined. So I just go back into that and I go into my powder and contour my nose again. I go into my setting spray. I'm using the same one that I used earlier. So the next stop is my lips. I'm always in between overlining and underlining my lips, but today I think I'm just going to overline. And then I'm using this random pink lipstick. So I'm just going to go into this middle line nude gloss. I'm just going to go over that. So now that we have that on, I'm going to go into my gloss, a clear gloss. I'm just going to go over my lip. Right now, I'm just going to go over my setting spray again for the last time. I'm using Morphe. Okay. I'm going to let my hair down and I'm going to be back with you guys in a bit. So guys, this is the finished look. This is my current makeup routine. The thing that I use to seal all my products in is this product, I don't want to spray it right now because, like I said, I'm not going anywhere. This is the all-nighter Ferrarici makeup fixer spray. If you don't already know this product, you should go get it. I kid you not, if you spray this on your face, your makeup is going to stay for 24 hours. This is something that I've been using for summer. I can have this makeup on for summer, and by the time I go out, after 24 hours, my makeup still remains intact. I promise you guys, your makeup would not move. Is it at this or this? This is the Silite So Pro Cosmetic. Although I have the smaller one of this one. I've tried to use this one once. This one is very, very strong. But I promise you, like, both of them are good. If I was going out today, I would have probably just, you know, sprayed it for you guys to see. But maybe I can just do some little, like a little test for you right now so you guys can see. This is my blush palette. So I'm going to use this orange one and I'm going to put it at the back of my palm like this. And then I'm also going to take the pink one and I'm going to put it right by the side, right? So now I'm going to spray this. I would recommend that you put it like, you know, far, and then you just spray like so. And now we just allow it to get dry. So now that it's dry, can you see how it looks like, right? So I'm going to rub this like this. You guys, look at my hand, and look at the makeup. The makeup, it don't move. So yeah, this is the secret to my summer makeup routine. I do everything, as you can see, on my face, and then I just apply this all-nighter spray, and the price is actually very affordable. I can't remember how much I got this. I honestly can't remember. I'm going to link the names of the products I used in the description box down below so you guys can, you know, always go back to it. This comes to the end of this video. Thank you guys for watching my video. Do not forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. And with that being said, I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye guys.